The theme here is freedom from constraints. On low-budget productions, we are limited by things like the time of day, weather, special effects, and CG. Moving between locations also creates major constraints on low-budget projects. So we are trying to remove those limits with AI. This is AI VFX. First, relighting. This was shot inside a train set, but we wanted it to feel like evening, so we first create an evening still. Then we trace the performer into that still image to build an evening shot. We can also create other lighting variations. Even within an evening look, we can create different variations. The important point is this: please watch the shadow in the background. The shadow moves as well. Until now, in conventional VFX or virtual production, making even the background shadow move was too expensive. This method generates the shadow for us. Real evening light only gives you about 20 minutes to shoot. So complex shots were difficult, and many things had to be abandoned. With this approach, we can shoot in daytime and turn it into evening later. We can also do day for night conversions. Now, in this example, key point, it is honestly impressive. I was impressed too. Now, in the next cut, you suddenly get gloves, because AI can be pretty arbitrary if you do not specify details like that. This was a straight AI output, so gloves appeared even though we did not want them. But that can be fixed. The way we build this kind of video is to start from live action footage, write prompts such as put snow on the head, and create a single reference image. Then turn that into moving footage by tracing the person's motion. That is the basic method. Next, let us look at rain, which is a very common scene. AI can also create rain in a way that feels very realistic. The key point here is the water dripping from the umbrella. That kind of rain detail is crucial, and until now it was very hard to do in VFX. We often had to fake it by putting rain on the umbrella and using CG in the background. Now AI can put rain on the umbrella itself. Please play it. That is the kind of result we can get. The background side is still fairly difficult. I also hope to generate extras with AI, but that was still difficult. If you look closely, the character's face changes, and the people in the background change too. They also start doing odd things. Crowd scenes are still hard to control. So I felt that control was not really there yet. That said, this is not using the latest model, so newer models will probably improve this. I think this will become possible, but I am not trying to take work away from people. What I want, fundamentally, is to remove the constraints that are holding a project back. What matters most is the actor's performance, so we want a setup that lets us capture it properly. If we build that environment first and add VFX later, it actually improves the work. That is how I see it. Next, I want to talk about building locations for virtual sets. This is about the technology we use to build those locations. This is a splatting-based technique for building locations. It is a 3D technique with two approaches. First, I will show the version built from real photography. Here is the video. We capture it like this with a 360 camera. The shoot only takes 2 or 3 minutes, basically just walking the space. After that, we render it for about 30 minutes, and this is what we get. We can reconstruct the space, including areas with changes in elevation. We can capture spaces like that too. Large spaces work as well. I do not think any people are visible here now, because there is also a function that removes people during generation. So we can already use this for location work, and we can also turn it into a virtual set. This next example is a surreal space created from a single image. It lets us create places that do not exist in reality. In this case, we first generated a 360 image with AI and then converted it into 3D Gaussian splatting. After making it, the conversion took about 30 minutes. That gives us a space we can move through freely. We can load locations like this into an iPhone for virtual production. Please play the soccer clip. Here we scanned a real park location. This is a scan of that place, and it lets us shoot a soccer scene from many angles. Right now the camera is an iPhone, but we can also use a cinema camera and even run a 2-camera setup. That is the basic idea. Now let us move upward a bit. In CG mode, this is the real scan location. Because the actual steps were scanned, you can move up them and keep the real elevation change. Right. Now please switch to green screen mode. When the floor contact plane is aligned with the 3D space like this, you get a proper sense of depth. Please walk deeper into the scene. Yes, that is fine. You can go quite far back. You can also move forward toward the front of frame. That kind of staging becomes possible, so we can create many angles intuitively. Please come back. These kinds of shots are hard to achieve, because in ordinary virtual production, the background and the actors are treated separately. Being able to shoot while keeping real depth is a big deal. That is a major advantage. Now let us move on to the next scene. Here I want to do a short acting demo. Okay, let us start with a 2-shot. Step in, let's go 17 mm. We can change lenses too. Yes, that gives us a slightly wider frame. Let us go from here. Let's start in a 2-shot, then have one performer move out of frame. Please keep acting until I say okay. Ready and start. A cut. Okay, let's play back what we just shot. It looks like this. We can crouch, move, and capture it while recording with 2 iPhones. And on top of that, we can also capture background-only data. Because of that, it works extremely well even when there is movement. Let's change the angle and switch to a 40 mm lens. 35 would work too. Okay, let's start again from the entrance. Let's try it. Ready and start. Perfect. Try swinging the camera a little, maybe toward the hand. Right. Good. Now try moving around and then lifting the camera up. Thank you. This is the kind of move we can do. Please stop there and let's play it back. While it plays, I would like someone to try operating this camera. If anyone in the audience wants to try, let's have MS. Kondo step in next. Why don't we try getting a closer shot of her? Try changing the angle a little. Yes, that looks good. Please build the frame. MS Kondo, try catching that expression on MS Kimura. Yes, right there, that works. We can do both a 2-shot and a closer shot. Try coming in a bit more. Yes, you can keep pushing in from there. Yes, exactly. Good. Now let's go for a tighter single. Let's try a tight 1-shot. What was the last line again? If it is that line, we can go even tighter. Let's go with this shot and operate it like this. It is fine to move the camera. MS, Kamura, please reset a little. We can shape the shot as we go. Ready, start. Give us the line here. At the end, glide gently toward MS, Kondo. Let's try that smooth move. Okay, cut. Thank you. That landed nicely. Let's play it back for a moment and talk through it. So like this. It is intuitive and easy to use. This time we are shooting on an iPhone, but it also works with Sony cinema cameras or RED cameras. By linking them with the iPhone, use the phone here for camera tracking. Insert a virtual location set and shoot inside it. The data can go straight. Be brought into a 3D tool called Blender with the camera paths already recorded, so it syncs right away. In this way, we can later change the camera move, adjust the location a little, easily. It gives us a very flexible production setup. In a conventional, large-scale, virtual production environment, the camera and the 3D side are not tightly linked, so there is a lot of back and forth afterward. You have to sync it later, and only after a few days do you finally get to this point. With this approach, a lot of that happens directly on the iPhone itself. That is incredibly impressive